friends, welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, hi, my name is Melissa, or Missa. Today, I look like an old cabbage, and I would like to look less like an old cabbage because I want to go out and about. I want to go to Aldi and see if they've got any of those like glow recipe dupes. I want to go to Home Bargains just for a potter around. I'd quite like to go to Primark and get more socks. You know, the world's my oyster today, this morning. It's only what? 11. Yeah, that's quite late. Well, 11 AM. So I want to be more presentable, so we're just going to do my kind of everyday makeup, which is like a black smoky eye, although I thought I might jazz it up a little bit just for a production value with this Dose of Colour single, and just nice skin and just, you know, see what happens. So we're just going to start with makeup because that is what you have to do when you're putting makeup on. You have to start. Okay, I'm just going to very quickly put a tiny bit of my Revlon on my eyelids as me primer. What has been going on? I don't really know what I've been doing. I feel like I haven't sat and filmed properly in a while, but I actually have. Like, I think I have. But it feels like I haven't. Right, for this, I always use the same two things, which is ABH NOIR eyeshadow, which I'm just going to plop all over my eyelids. The fact that this is still going strong is an utter miracle. But I mean, is it expensive? Yes. But has this lasted me like 3 years? Yes. So, come on, it's worth it. This is a new Jessup brush, the MUL 15. It's like a new set, it's like a more luxurious set of Jessup brushes, which my friend Daniela told me to buy and try, so that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to pop this over each eye. Be kind of weird if I just did it on one, wouldn't it? Right up to the crease. A little bit down below, because if not, I'll make this a big smoky, smoked out look, and that's not what I want. I want like a rounded smoky eye. I want the look that the other day when I got out my car and the man in the milkshake shop came out and said, oh, I thought you'd been punched in the eyes. So that's the look we're going for. And then, as always, my dearest friends, my TECHNIC matte palette. This is like less than £2.50. It is the bee's knees. It's just excellent. I'm just going to grab probably the darkest shade. And I'm just going to tuck that right in my crease and just blend. I think if anything's been happening, not really. I mean, the world in Scotland is opening up a little bit now, so like we can go to like restaurants now. I think they're open till like, I don't know, 8 o'clock or something inside, and you can eat inside. You can't drink inside, you can only drink outside. And where I live doesn't really have pubs with beer gardens. I've actually not been for a pint yet, which is something I'm really excited to go for. I love a wee pint of Stella. I'm looking forward to that. I think me and Izzy are going to go and do that at some point. Izzy is one of my pals. She lives close by. So yeah, I think when she can get a day off work or an afternoon off work, we'll go for a drink together. That looks fine, and then I'll grab just another brush. That same one? No. I'll take this lighter grey one. You all need this palette, by the way. Trust me. What else has been going on? Nothing really. The cats are great. Did a few lives last week. Hoping to do a couple more this week. Oh, actually, saying that, I did not end up taking that job that I was supposed to be starting, just for a couple of like contract reasons that I wasn't happy with. So yeah, I haven't started that job, obviously, but I'm still looking. I'm not in a huge rush. So I'm just like looking every day and just applying to random places, and a lot of jobs that aren't hotel work, especially because I don't know if I said it, but I really don't want to work in hotels again. But at least I have clothes that are smart now for when I have other interviews. I'm going to take this shade here This is such a fast eye look and it looks so messy and kind of cute. And just pop this around. Thankfully, I mean, I feel like there are quite a lot of jobs going nearish where I live, like not necessarily in the town that I live in, because it's very small here, but there's lots of jobs in like Stirling and stuff, which is only like at most like a 10-minute drive, so yes, I feel like I'll get something, you know, pretty soon. And that'll be nice. Even like a nice wee waitressing gig. I used to love waitressing. Oh, it's starting to rain very loudly. Okay, I think we should just jazz it up with this Dose of Colours. So this is Dose of Colours X-Ray, which is like a sparkly black. My lovely sausage Amy, she sent me this, and also a backup of Teal Me More, because there was this like insane sale on Beauty Bay. Like all of the sausages went bananas when we saw it. It was like £3 for these Dose of Colours shadows. And she was so kind, and she just bought me, she actually sent me 2 of each shade, and I just sent the other 2 onto another sausage who wanted to try them. Look at that. Yeah, that's jazzing it up nicely, isn't it? Oh! It just adds something else, doesn't it? You know me, I just love a bit of sparkle. These shadows are just amazing. Apparently, Dose of Colours aren't going to be on Beauty Bay anymore. Is that true? Because if that is true, I'm so mad, and I'm getting less and less enthused about Beauty Bay. Like, I used to shop on there all the time, and now I honestly barely look on Beauty Bay. I do still like that they have, you know, like BH Cosmetics and stuff, but one of my sausages, I'm not sure who it was saying, like, I think Look Fantastic might be selling Dose of Colours. Look Fantastic or Feel Unique. So hopefully there is a UK stockist for it, because I love Dose of Colours with my whole heart, and I don't want them to disappear from the UK. I'll just take a tiny bit more of that shimmery shade, bring it into my crease a pinch. I'll do my lower lash line once I've got my base on. We're going to focus on like just like low coverage but beautiful skin with a bit of a glow and faux freckles. My favourite kind of thing. I think I've just been, when I woke up today, I just cleaned my house and I was playing some utter tunes like Faithless, Drifting Away, and X by Bicep and things like that, and I've just got music in my veins right now. I'm just going to go take off my fallout, of which there isn't much, wet my sponge, and then we'll come back and do that skin that we were just talking about and clear up this mess over here that I've created. I just love that sparkly black, like it just brings something to the party that wasn't previously there. Anyway, do you know what, maybe this is also helping my energetic mood. Do you know what, I have recently discovered Emma Kenny she started a YouTube channel, so if you like true crime, you should check out Emma Kenny's channel. You might recognise her from like lots of like serial killer documentaries and just like murder documentaries, because she's a psychologist or a psychiatrist, one of them, and yeah, she started a YouTube channel, and I really like her videos. They're really long, like this one's an hour and 11 minutes, so if I wasn't filming I would just watch this as I do my makeup, and I thought I would point that out. I love true crime. Everyone does. Who doesn't? Let's be honest. A lot of you will know I adore my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, but I don't like to use it every day because it is expensive and I'm not that fancy. So my alternative is the NYX High Glass. Mine is in the shade Moonbeam. I've used this for a few months now. Well, maybe a year. Since it came out anyway, and I really like it. It offers a glow, which is what I like, especially under like the foundation that I've been doing recently, which is just very minimal coverage. And I just spread it out with a brush. A lot of you recommended the IT Cosmetics Love is a foundation brush, so I think I'm going to get that maybe next month as a treat, because it's quite expensive for a brush that I don't know. Foundation brushes are not something I usually spend money on. And it just adds a wee bit of a glow. It's not as nice as my Charlotte Tilbury, I can't say it is, but it's a way more budget friendly version, I would say. And I always, these days, I mean just these days, like when I'm doing day-to-day makeup, use my Fenty Easy Drops because they are so nice. I use shade 2, by the way. I find that shade 2 just works really nicely on me, and it's not super full coverage, but it just gives me that something that I like to have. I am just gonna use that brush just to pat it out. I used a little bit too much there actually. Yeah, I don't know if you remember in the video where I tested this, I used shade 1, which does work for me, but I feel like shade 2 is much more of a nicer kind of summery shade for me. This, by the way, is the e.l.f. Nabella NOIR foundation brush. I don't actually think they sell it anymore. This won't actually be like a cream heavy look though, just because I am doing errands, which will involve me. Can you hear that boy racer? Which will involve me wearing a mask. And I don't feel like the NYX makes my foundation go weird on top of it. Like it doesn't pill up or it doesn't look weird or cakey. It just looks nice. Oh my goodness. Have you been watching season 4 of The Handmaid's Tale? I'm up to episode 4. I cannot tell you how much I love that TV show. Right, and then before I do my full freckles, I will conceal, and I am just going to use my Fenty again, the Bright Fix Eye Brightener, which I used for the first time on Sunday's video. I was testing it, but I really like it. I really like it, and I sent one to my friend Daniela, and she just sent me a picture of her having tried it for the very first time, and she looks gorgeous in it. This is shade 2. Golden Ivory. It's just for something that says sheer to buildable coverage. I just can't believe the coverage that it does offer. Yeah, I really like it. I'll use my sponge. And it goes really well with this Fenty like foundation. Like, it's so brightening and it's so thin and watery. Like, it doesn't feel like I'm putting a concealer on underneath my eyes, but it gives me the effect of a concealer. I actually think, like, I don't want to speak too prematurely, but I feel like this could make its way into a favourites because it looks so good on my under eyes, and my under eyes, they are getting older, obviously. And sometimes my usual concealer routine looks a little heavy and a little cakey and a little like, that is exacerbating my under eye lines, but this does not. Yeah, it just makes my under eyes look lovely. I mean, does it crease in them? Yes, but I think honestly anything would. I think angels could come down from heaven and present me with a concealer that is perfection and it would still crease on my under eyes. So, you know, you have to take what you can get. I'm going to quickly do my full freckles with my full freckle pen from Colourpop. This is in the shade Soft Brown. I just love full freckles. I love real freckles too. I don't have any. I'm going to set this in place with my COTY Airspun. Yes, I could be on the crown with this incredible accent. I've never been able to finish The Crown. You know that? I've watched the first couple of seasons and then not really got much further. Well, did I start season 3? Is that where Charles makes more of an appearance? I just don't care. Although I do want to watch Gillian Anderson as Margaret Thatcher because I love her. I'm going to use my beloved Belgian Waffle bronzer palette and mostly this light one. This is my Jaclyn Hill Morphe JH06. It's still my favourite bronzer brush that I have. And I've got another 2, but I use them for blush. In fact, I'm going to dip it in the medium shade as well. I would like to be fairly bronzed up for this look. Just because a dark eye can sometimes make me look very pale. Which is okay, I am pale naturally. I used to be so self-conscious about being pale. I think it's because, you know, a lot of the girls at school and stuff, they all fake tanned, and I always thought, you know, that's clearly what boys like, you know? Fake tanness. Yeah, I'm embracing my paleness now. Plus I would never go in a sunbed. And I've never had a spray tan. And I can't tan myself. I'm just putting my bronzer over my nose as well. Oh, I love this palette. I know I look a little bit crazy, but don't worry yourself too much. And I will just use my Essence, my beloved Essence contour kit, just for a pinch. Just because I'm not doing like pink blush. I like to put it on my bum chin especially because I hate my bum chin. I honestly rarely contour these days. And I've got so many lovely contour kits and I feel like they just sit there now looking at me like, you used to love us. What's happened? Do you know what? I can't even look at this in my drawer after my video where I was like, yeah, if this was like £20, I would totally recommend it. 50. I actually can't even. £54. It's actually disgusting. I'm going to use my NYX Sweet Cheeks in Daydream, which is a peach, a shimmery peach. More up towards the back of my cheeks. When I say cheeks, it just makes me think of bum cheeks. On the topic of bum cheeks, if you haven't seen Teresa's video testing the Makeup Revolution bum and boob masks, I'll leave a link to her video down below. It's hilarious. I think it's the funniest video I've ever seen. And then I'm going to use NYX Silence's Golden, just that same brush, more nearer the front. Just blend it all over. I think yellow blush was sent from heaven above, to be quite honest. It's the most beautiful thing ever. I don't know, I don't think it would work on every skin tone, mind you. But I feel like because I am quite pale, it does work on me. Let's use OFRA Star Island. It's at the very back of my drawer, which means I've been neglecting it. I do really like this one. I don't want to be too glowy. See, like that base products are so super sheer and low coverage, but with the rest of my makeup on, like I look pretty much flawless. Like I would wear this clubbing. Not that I would go clubbing, well I would. I need to go clubbing one more time since we haven't been able to for the past like couple of years at this point. I would feel confident wearing this base out to like a like an important event or something that it had to stay on all day, because it just feels and looks glorious in my opinion. Okay, that's quite a lot of highlight. Not too much though. I'll go back in with my blush brush. I do tend to use setting spray just because I will be going out and running errands, and there's a few that I really like, but I will say my Urban Decay All Nighter. It makes me feel very secure. It is the ultra matte version, but I don't feel like it makes me look flat and boring. I feel like it just holds my makeup in place, makes me feel secure. Like I've put a mask on, I've worn a mask, taken it off, and if barely anything is moved, to be quite honest. It's usually just like, you know, indents where your mask has been sitting. We are going to put some black eyeliner on. I'm trying to find one that maybe isn't my Huda, but to be honest, I do really like this. It just stays in place. It's ultra black. It's the kind of one where you shower and you like scrub your face. This is still in your waterline afterwards. And then, trying not to make a huge mess, I'm going to go back in with my ABH. Smoke it out. I'm bending right forward so that if there is fallout, it like falls off my face rather than falls onto my cheeks, but I'm sure you get the gist of what I'm doing. I'm just putting it down here. Oh, I just love a black smoky eye. It honestly makes me feel so good, and that was a comment in one of my videos, was like, do a makeup look that you feel good in and that just makes you feel great. This is what it would be for me. And then I'll use my TECHNIC just to blend it out a wee pinch. I don't really blend it that much down here, just because for me, I'm quite bad at taking my lower lash line too low, and then it makes my eyes look even more hooded. I don't know, it's weird. I don't know if you know what I mean, but it's like when my under eye looks super, super heavy and then my top doesn't, it just, yeah, it just exacerbates the hoods. Easy and fast. Oh, brows. We haven't even done brows yet. It's because I usually put my brows on off camera. I'll just give them a wee brush. I've been doing something a little different with my brows recently. Also, I've not been like plucking them or anything. I've just been letting them live their life, really. I have been really enjoying my ABH brow pens. I also have this NYX one, which Anne-Marie sent me, the Lift and Snatch, which is so beautiful, but it's just a pinch light. So I'm gonna take Soft Brown from ABH. I could do with a mirror actually. And just do little hair strokes. I just think, especially for a look like this where I'm just being fast and quick and it's not super perfect and blended and amazing, but it does look good, that I don't need like Instagram brows, you know. I just like the fluffier effect brow. Yeah, these pens are really good, but I would say the NYX is pretty much exactly the same thing. I just need to get a couple more shades and then I'll be gravy, because the ABH is expensive, but just like any brow product, like cheaper brands do the same thing. I will use medium brown though towards the end. Yeah, that's okay. I could spend so much longer on them, but I just don't need to. Just a wee messy brow. It looks better than it did a minute ago. Is it the best brow ever? No. Of course not. Didn't claim it would be. I am going to throw on a lash and then we will be back. Put a wee lip on, will we? Or will we just put lip balm on? Because I'll be out and about with a mask on. We'll see. I probably will just put a little bit of lip balm on, but I am going to use MU TLC just to give myself a bit more shape, a little bit more structure to the old lip. I don't want it to be like obvious that I've like lined my lips. Yeah, it just makes them look a little bigger. I remember in high school I used to get made fun of for having big lips. Kids just make fun of the stupidest things when you grow up, honestly. I don't know where the one is that I'm looking for. It's a Too Faced one that I want to try. I'll just put on my Benefit Cha Cha Balm, which it's not a favourite, but it's just got a peachiness to it that I like. There we go. Just a hint of colour, bit of moisture. I always feel a little bit undercooked if I've not got a lip on. I'll put a little bit more setting spray on. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much the long and short of it. These are my Pretty Little Thing at Tatty lashes, by the way. Have I actually stuck that on? Yeah. Yeah, I have. I'll link them down below. Yeah, I'll just go finish off, try and do something with my hair, although I slept in it wet. Such a bad idea. I actually can't believe how fluffy. Oh, so bad. Man, it needs done, doesn't it? I quite like roots, so I feel like roots look kind of like rock chicky. I just want like a hairdresser to like do me proper roots, like a root drag kind of thing. Anyway, I'll just finish up and that'll be us done. Okay, I've decided my hair can just be my hair and be messy. It's fine, whatever. I really want the Billie Eilish hairstyle where it's like a mullet-y kind of thing. It's gonna happen one day, I just need to let it grow. So yeah, this is my makeup done. I'm gonna go out and about, do my errands. Anne-Marie, if you're watching, I'm gonna go to Aldi for us and try and get us the cool recipe dupes. If I have to go to Edinburgh, I'll go to Edinburgh. Yeah, I feel good. I feel good that I can go run errands. Looking a little bit better than I did earlier. What was I, a wilted cabbage or a sad lettuce? I can't remember. But anyway, I feel like I look better. I recommend all these products that I used. Obviously, I'll link them all down below in the description box. I'm happy. I hope you are too. That's going to be the end of it today. I'm sure I waffled on far too much, but I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below, tell me what you want to see on my channel, and subscribe if you haven't already. I put out 3 videos a week. And on that note, I'm going to piss off. Have a lovely day, evening, whatever you're doing, and I hope I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye!
Oh